Come on with it.
Ah! Sit on down, Law Nation. This is Clarence Hill with Cowboys and Chill coming to you again from Echo Lounge. My man Roy Williams is still on the road from Odessa.
Man.
He been driving for 2 days.
He been driving for 2 days. Listen, but we got a special guest. You know how we do at the Black Church, man. You show up, we're going to put you on program.
Well,
you show up, we're going to put you on program, okay?
We're
going to make you speak
on the program.
When you're a preacher, you're a guest preacher. You come in, you got to come in and speak to the congregation.
Well, I think I might have a couple of words.
Well, there you go.
I've had my problems.
If you don't know who's talking, that's the WWE Hall of Famer, Mark Henry. World's strongest man, Mark Henry. There it is. Mike Hards, they're here for Texas OU.
There it is.
Look it up. Oh, yeah. There you go.
You get excited about that,
Oh, man. Here for Texas OU. When Texas go to Maul, Oklahoma on Saturday, favored by 14 points.
Yeah.
But again, Mike Hards, Mark Henry, they here. They got appearances all over town this weekend. Tell them about your show. Tell them what you do. Where you going to be this weekend?
Well, we're going to be at Old Settlers by the Big Gym. What's that?
Hold on, I got you, bro. Hold on, man.
What's his name?
Hold on, man. I'm going to let you chill.
What's his name?
We're going to be at the Old Mill Inn by Big Tex on Saturday. But tomorrow,
that's his name.
But tomorrow, we're going to be at Bar W off of Maple Street.
Okay.
If you know where Maple is, if you know where Nick and Sam's, we're right next door to that. We'll be there from 2 to 6. The voice of the Texas Longhorns, Craig Way, will be there with us. Cameron Parker, his producer, myself, and Mark Henry will be holding it down from 2 to 6.
Right.
Then we're going to try to slide and see my boy tomorrow.
Yeah, we got a party tomorrow night at campus.
See, the brains of the operation. I'm here for
He's the beauty. He's the beauty. I'm the brains of the operation.
You know, the funny thing is,
I'm here for the ladies. I'm here.
Yeah. Listen, y'all like some Jamaicans. They got y'all working.
Yeah, they do.
Because we haven't even talked about y'all got a 7 a.m. radio show in the morning.
Yes.
Yeah, 7 o'clock. We leave the hotel at 5 a.m.
Okay.
To go to work.
Yeah, so
and happy about it.
Wow.
You know they must have free cheese over there. We get to wake up and be happy.
Listen.
Yeah.
Ooh, free cheese.
Listen, you get paid to talk sports.
It's exciting time, man.
You don't have to dig ditches. You ain't got to lift no weights.
Mm-hmm. No.
You ain't got to get hit upside the head no more.
I wish a motherfucker would hit.
Come on with it.
I'm telling you, think, that's a big old dude. Man, that dude huge. If you hit me, I'm calling the police.
You call the police?
I'm messing your credit up.
So you get to talk sports, but listen, you guys are all Cowboy fans.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
You're a Cowboy fan.
Yep.
Here we go.
Go Cowboys.
You're Cowboy fans. You're also Longhorn fans.
Absolutely.
Let's first talk Texas OU.
Okay.
And it's Texas OU. It's Texas OU.
You said it right.
It's Texas OU.
That's
and the showdown at the State Fair on Saturday, number one Texas. In my opinion, they should have never not been number one.
Correct.
Okay, and you know, the football guys made it right for Vanderbilt to handle up on Alabama and Texas back number one. OU got a good record. They're a ranked team, but they're not as good as they were in the past. They got a freshman quarterback. Texas is favored by 14 points. What's your thoughts on the game?
So you sound like you looked at the degenerate gambling list. the Cowboy, the University of Texas Longhorns are up 14-0 in the polls.
Yeah.
No. Man, Texas earned every minute of being number one. And you said something so unbelievably insightful. They should have never left out of number one.
Right.
You know, the only reason that they did that, I feel like, is because Georgia, Alabama, they had the TV dates coming up.
Okay.
So it's also a business.
Yeah.
You know, so you want to be able to promote and market the number one spots. Texas talent didn't get slower.
Right.
Nobody was more injured.
Right.
Facts.
Like, so that's just the business side of it. We'll see this week and next week what Texas is made out of.
Well, I agree with everything that y'all said, but here's the biggest thing for me. the growth of this program, you've seen the bad. I've seen you walking around campus mad because of what Texas was bringing to the table. Now this team shows up and you put your chest out now. You saying it with your chest on how good this Texas football team is. A lot of people truly don't understand the importance of the camaraderie of the coaching staff. They didn't have a lot of turnover, and when people did leave this time, they left because they got better jobs for themselves. Right. It wasn't, hey, we got to change our defensive coordinator. We got to change our special team. We got to change all these different things.
Or they wouldn't let him recruit his son.
Exactly. There you go.
Defensive line coach.
Yeah, there you go. But here's the biggest thing for me with this Texas football team. We see a team that is together. They walk, they talk, they carry themselves as if the deal's not done.
Right. Okay.
That's the biggest thing. So you talk about being number one. They don't even care about that. They want to be number one in January, but Sark is pushing them to that direction.
As a Texas alum, a Texas fan, I believe all that. I believe that it's a difference. I believe they built this program right. But we still got PTSD.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay? They should have never lost to Oklahoma last year.
Correct.
No. They were the better team last year. They let Oklahoma beat them.
Turnovers.
And this turnover, whatever, giving up that touchdown in the last second.
Yep.
So until they do it, and they have a gauntlet coming up, there's always going to be questions. And they have to stop on Oklahoma because that game, this Saturday, I've seen a bad Texas team be the top Oklahoma team. I've seen a bad Oklahoma team be the top Texas team. Things happen crazy at the Red River Shootout on Saturday.
But I'm glad that happened last year,
right,
and not this year. That was the preparation for Texas to be able to go into a season where they're the first year in the SEC, a conference that everybody said that they wouldn't be able to hack it in.
Right.
And all they've done is start off 5-0 and do everything. They beat Alabama last year. Alabama haven't been beat at home in 13 years. And Texas went in there and hung a 10-point win on them at home.
Right.
So, they're good enough.
Right.
But Sark had a moment that was too big for him. And I'm glad that it happened last year and not this year. This year, he won't go in there and not have a good game plan. Well, I'm going to just let my talent be better.
Right.
No, you got to scheme for your talent.
Right.
You got to motivate your talent to do better than they did the week before and not get complacent. And then thirdly, you got to assemble a coaching staff that's going to resonate what you're saying as the head coach to those individual young men and make them all believers. These guys we've talked to them. We talked to other coaches. They like, hey, it's like they're robots. They're all saying the same thing. And when you watch them play, they don't deviate from it. It's one level. When a guy come off the field, the other guy goes on the field, nobody's got the boo-boo face. They cheering for their teammates.
Right.
That camaraderie is the thing that's different this year than I've seen. I'm not seeing it.
Well, it's time, and they need to do it. They need to do it Saturday. One quick question before we shift to the Cowboys. I know y'all got to go because you got the early wake-up call.
Yes, sir.
Quarterback situation. That's all everybody want to know.
It's not a situation.
Everybody want to know.
It's a strength.
It is a strength.
It's
like
a strength.
that.
Should they keep
Texas,
should they keep RJ quarterback?
No. His job is next year.
Okay.
He's the backup.
He throws a better deep ball. The
starter does not lose his job because of injury.
No, I agree with that philosophy. I'm just asking, who's the better quarterback?
The better quarterback is Quinn Ewers. Quinn Ewers is the.
And I'll stand on that. I'll stand on that.
Arch is the better athlete. Arch has got the better lineage. He got the better history. But he's not the better quarterback.
Not today.
Not today.
Maybe next year.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. It's his next year. It's his next year.
Hey,
no, it's his, but he still may be the better quarterback, better college quarterback when he's all said and done.
No doubt about that. I like that. I like that.
Huh?
Potential is like finding money. You wash your clothes and you're like, oh man, that's what them 300s was.
Yeah.
Man, I've been looking for them 300s.
Yeah, he got big dollars.
That's what Arch is.
Right.
He's finding money.
Yeah.
Quinn, he the bankroll on this side. He the one I ain't got to find it. I already had it.
Okay.
Quinn is ready to go. He's going to be drafted the number 3 quarterback in this draft.
No, I agree. When Arch comes out, he can be number 1.
Yeah,
all those guys.
no doubt about what you said.
No, and I'm asking these questions.
You are point on.
Because I'm really on the same page, John. Because people ask me these questions all the time. Because I know Arch's family did not bring him to Texas to be forced on the field.
Correct.
They understood Quinn was a quarterback.
Absolutely.
They believe in the development of the quarterback. They believe they wanted to learn under
Coach
Sark.
Yep.
You know, and so they understand the process. You know, all the rumors, he's going to transfer. No, he was never going to transfer.
Never.
You know, Texas' 3rd quarterback, Owens.
Yeah.
I think he could start at
I like it.
maybe 6 of the 14 teams in the
No, he's good.
in the SEC.
I like him. I saw
That's
him
how
at
good
Frisco.
the 3rd guy.
I know, and they got 2 coming. They got the kid from Alabama, and they got Rajah Bell's son coming.
Yeah, Bell is coming
Yeah,
too.
yeah, so they got
and
2
those
coming.
guys are going to master's class.
Yeah.
They're West Coast, and he teaches sprint option and zone read.
Right.
It's a lot of coaches that can't teach you all 3 disciplines.
And they understand they're going
They don't major in running quarterback.
Yes,
though.
and they know they're going to have to wait 2 years behind Arch.
Yeah,
and they understand
They
that
teach
coming
you to
in.
Be patient.
Yeah,
Know
they
your
understand,
role.
They understand that coming in. Score for Texas OU Saturday.
You know we can't give you that prediction until we do our thing. We appreciate you, because your people are now becoming our people. So we don't want to give it all out, but we'll let you know I have Texas winning the game.
I want to hear your opinion, because this is your house.
Yeah.
We guess.
Yeah.
I want to hear your opinion, and I'll nod or I'll go.
You know, I've watched OU all year, and I like what you said about what Texas did at Alabama last year. I was at the Michigan game. Actually, I was on the sideline of the Michigan game.
I see you over there. Yeah.
Come on, flex on.
Me and Matthew was talking on the sideline. Okay? My homeboy Matthew McConaughey was on the sideline. I was over there talking to everybody. Got me a good up close look at the game and the team, and I really, saw. They punked Michigan. I don't know if you guys know.
Oh yeah, 100%.
On the way onto the field, they waited for Michigan. They were looking at Michigan, waiting for Michigan to walk up. They punked Michigan in their own house. This team has a different swagger about it.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to show up big time Saturday, and they're going to punish OU.
You know the funniest thing about the Texas-Michigan game?
Yeah.
The death of a defensive tackle is to have to run sideline to sideline. You know what Sark did the first quarter and a half? Throw it in the flat. Throw it in the flat. Throw it to the tight end. Throw it to the tight end. Throw it out. Throw it out. He had them boys running side to side.
Right.
At the end, right before halftime, they was done.
They was done. And they dominated Michigan.
That's scheming for your defense to be able to your offense to make that defense tired.
And you can talk about how the struggles Michigan has as a quarterback. Their defense is pretty good, and they dominated that defense at home.
100%.
They dominated defense. Quickly to the Cowboy Detroit game for you guys.
Now this is where I get in.
I know you Cowboy fans.
I want to hear James Harden's prediction.
Wait a minute. Hold on now. Wait a minute. Now, at the end of the day, are you talking about the Texas game, Texas OU?
Yeah.
I got a Texas win, of course.
Of course. He can't be on the show without Texas winning number one.
Yeah. Come on with it.
I love it.
So you finna start talking Cowboys.
Man, I'm finna start spitting about these boys.
Come on, bring it. I'm ready.
Now, it's been going on, just going into our 6th week. Who are the Cowboys to you? Or what type of team are the Cowboys to you?
The Cowboys are a mystery to me.
Okay.
Because they don't have an identity.
Oh.
Like last week, they played the running game with Dowdle.
Right.
And you saw the fullback play a role. They look like the 95 Cowboys.
95.
They ran the fullback.
Okay.
They ran the tight end. They ran the running back.
Okay.
They threw to the tight end. They hit people deep. They did everything you could do with versatility in the West Coast framework.
Right.
That was the first time I saw that offense in a structured type situation. CD didn't play his best game again. Tolbert, he got hit a couple of times, and he didn't make the proper effort for the ball. The last play saved him to keep him from being a goat because he dropped the ball he should have caught for a first down. So, like, they need to get their stuff together. The defense, you don't have Bland.
Okay, he coming back allegedly this week.
Diggs is not playing
Allegedly.
at the level that he was last year.
Coming off of ACL, we give him a little pass.
Two best pass rushers that are not playing.
Okay.
But the defense showed grit and determination to see those defensive line guys that have been sitting over there eating popcorn go out there and stop the run.
Yeah.
Because they stopped the run better than the starters did.
Get out of here.
Am I lying? Did I make
No,
Is
they
that
did,
no hero ball?
They didn't.
Go ahead.
They did do that. It has a lot to do with the teams they played.
Thank you.
Baltimore and New Orleans. Ain't,
Yeah, they
ain't
are
the Giants.
monsters.
Yeah, 100%. I'm with you on that.
But
Yeah.
what's also true is they are more comfortable with the scheme in week 4 and 5 than what.
It's a brand new scheme.
And they're
Brand new,
playing.
exactly.
They're playing their roles better.
Yep.
So they were playing. They were playing out. They weren't getting. Their fundamentals was all wrong. So it's a combination of things. Like I was saying, that if you would have played Baltimore and New Orleans on the road, the Cowboys would have lost them games. You played the Cleveland, New York, and Pittsburgh at home, they'd won them game. You know,
right.
They're 3-0 on the road, 0-2 at home for a team that's had a 16-game home winning streak. Who you play matters.
Yeah.
Right.
And the players that those teams have matter, and that made a whole lot of difference. But there's some positive to be taken from that because they are playing their fundamentals better. You are seeing DeMarvion Overshawn, who
Should
should've been
never
out
come
there
on the
early,
field. That's right.
Yeah.
show up. He's a run and hit linebacker. When Mozzie Smith he's growing up and growing into
playing
his
better.
role.
Yeah.
He's playing a lot better, and he allowing those linebackers to run to the ball.
So let me tell you this. This is
ahead.
where I am right now. So you asked the question of what is their identity. Their offensive side is Dak Prescott.
Oh, no
that
doubt.
is their
like
identity. Where Dak goes is where this team is going to go. Strictly in the
Yeah,
fact
you
of the
shaking your
matter.
head. I was going to see.
That's because he think Dak shouldn't have got paid. Yeah, he think Dak shouldn't have got paid, but that's the market. We did not talk about it.
Oh, he finna jump in.
Yeah, yeah.
He finna jump in.
trying to give-
Okay.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done
Is that a
with
form of
that.
throat punch? What's
Yeah.
going on from a wrestler?
Yeah, he's still trying to get his esophagus right.
Esophagus.
Yeah.
Come on,
So,
How tough was them throat punch? Come on, man.
so I believe that this team goes as Dak Prescott goes. Well, obviously, they still don't have the running game. We're going to see what's happening with Dalvin Cook and if he's going to be an impactful part of what's going to happen. But they still got to block up front. I mean, that's the bottom line. If the offensive line is not doing what they're supposed to do, the running game is going to be non-existent anyway.
The Cowboys, for historical reference, we never won without a run game.
Exactly.
Because if I can go all the way back, Tony Dorsett, if we can go all the way back, Emmitt Smith, you got to have run game. And then you got to have defense.
And you got to
those
have
are the two
defense.
key ingredients.
Exactly.
The quarterback, I'm not saying that the quarterback is ancillary, but Dak Prescott, you needed to pay him, though.
Yeah,
because
100%.
what they did in this situation, I believe Jerry Jones was sitting back waiting and watching to see who Trey Lance is. And if Trey Lance would have gave them some spark, why would he wait? Why would he wait that long?
Thank you, Clarence. Thank you, Clarence.
Why would he wait that long?
See, I knew you was my brother. dog. I knew you
Jerry
was my
didn't
brother,
believe
man.
in Dak Hall
I
the
know
way
it.
like
That's
that
not true.
until the
That's not
first game.
true.
For the
Until he saw Trey Lance.
$13 million.
That's not true.
You could have had Derrick Henry.
But it was $8 million a year
For the low price.
But he didn't want. He wasn't going to spend on a running back. That had nothing to do with the Dak deal.
Why?
What? Which did?
I'm talking about waiting so late.
No, because he
pay
tried to
him.
win deals. The same thing with CD. They try to win deals. Same thing with Zeke. Had nothing to do with waiting for Trey Lance. Everybody knew Trey Lance couldn't play.
They didn't know.
They did know.
He had $5.5 million. $5.5 million.
That had nothing to do with that. That was part of his rookie deal. They watched him all last season. Listen to me. I'm in practice.
Are you every day?
They watched him every day in practice all last season. You don't think they knew what they had?
Hold on. What was the preseason for the Cowboys to you?
That's
Was it-
not the point. You're missing the point.
They evaluated Trey Lance.
Right, to be a
That's it.
backup.
Nobody
To be-
was able to really get
to
a
be a
good look
backup.
because nobody was working
To be
together.
a backup.
Nobody working together.
They would never know. It was
Nobody-
never. It was never on the table.
So
It was never on the.
so that
Trey
didn't
Lance
hinder-
had nothing to do with Dak Prescott.
So that didn't hinder the Cowboys for the first 3 or 4 games.
No, you're talking two different things. So you're mixing metaphors. Okay, you said that they waited to sign Dak because they were trying to see what Trey Lance had.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying is wrong. How they handle their business, that's a whole different conversation.
If Trey Lance would
They
have lit it
knew
up.
that they were going to sign Dak.
Yeah,
They knew
they
that
always
were
knew.
gonna
They was
sign
never not
CD.
going to sign him.
But do you collect interest after you spent the money? No.
No.
Jerry knew that he was going to be able to gain money by keeping his money until he had to do it.
Yeah, I mean,
Jerry is a smart dude
But-
financially.
But he missed out on some of the.
he missed out on
Opportunities to better
listen
his
to me. But how many teams in the league?
They were
right now?
never.
Let's list
They
the
were
classes at practice every
They
day.
were
Hit practice every
never
day. Yeah.
going to be players in free agency. It don't matter when they signed that. They were he already decided he wasn't spending money on the running back.
Okay, so that's,
Okay,
that's,
they were never going to spend money on a running back.
So if we had a running back right now, and
They
if we
should have
had
drafted
weapons-
one. Now you can argue all day whether they should have drafted one, but they were never. The idea that they're spending money, they were never going to spend money.
Yeah.
They haven't spent money on an outside free agent since Brandon Carr.
That's the Cowboys' problem.
When they had Dak and low money in the
Yeah.
rookie deal, they didn't spend money on outside free agents.
They should have. They should have.
But they didn't. I'm
They
just talking about what
didn't.
they did.
What they did and what they didn't.
So the
Okay.
idea that they would have, if they'd have signed Dak early, they was never going to spend money on outside free agents. Dak's money had nothing to do with how they handle free agency.
It's where we at right now. We are a team, like he said, with no identity, and that's part
Well,
of
you
the
know what your
problem.
identity is? That
What's
they
the
fight
identity?
like hell.
They fight like they are grit.
They're not quitting on their coach.
Okay.
They have a quarterback that's a gamer. Quarterback is playing well. He had 3 bad plays the other day,
Right.
but he got greedy. But he's playing well, and he's keeping you in games. They just need to hold on. They need to somehow split one of the next 2 games.
Yeah.
You know,
I feel like they can do that too.
You know,
Which game do you see
Detroit
that?
is beatable.
I think the
for one
49ers will
second
be
that
able to
they're
Detroit
not.
right
I was
now.
going to say because
Oh, the 49ers.
and that game's at home, right? The Cowboys.
No,
No, they play on the road before.
No, I'm talking about Lions.
It's at home.
Cowboys can't win at home. That's what we saying. They need to go on the road.
They again, that Detroit offense is scary right now.
Yes, it is.
It is.
With those 2 running backs, with those receivers, with you not having your best defenders, your pass rusher, Michael Parsons will be back in 2 weeks before they get to the 49ers. But he won't. You need to be able to get heat on this quarterback because if you give him time, he's gonna pick you apart. They got a tight end. They got a great offensive line. They got 2 running backs to the game breakers. They got Jamison Williams is doing look like he's Jamison Williams at
Yeah, but they
Alabama.
don't throw
Yeah.
the ball deep. They throw
Jamison
the ball
Williams.
on,
They don't.
crossers. Right now, Detroit is dead last in the NFL in throwing the ball beyond 20 yards.
No doubt.
But
Dead
Jamison
last.
will take it to the house on a 5-yarder, on a
Yeah,
slant.
that's why I say,
Yeah.
why do the Cowboys always give 8 and 10 yard
All that
cushions?
cushion, yes.
Why? Especially against
Try not to
them.
get beat deep.
Well,
They
when
don't throw the ball
your
deep.
boy, when your boy
That's not
Diggs,
their MO.
when your boy Diggs, he's not a physical corner like that now. And Bland, he was a guy that played a little bit closer.
True,
So
true.
he's a little bit more physical.
try
And then
not-
Amani Oruwariye, however you say that kid's name, he's a little bit more physical too as a DB than what we had out there.
Try not to get beat deep, and and hopefully you can tackle it and make them drive the field.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that we can explain it and understand it. But again, this is a game. I think they have a better chance of winning next week than this week, but they can win this game if they control the ball on offense.
They
and
need
keep-
to
and
win
keep
at
that-
least one of these
Yeah,
next
and
2
keep that.
because Washington, it's been a long time since I've been afraid of Washington.
No, Washington, Atlanta's going to be tough. There's no easy
Wait a minute
outs.
now. The Washington do have they had the 31st or the 28th ranked defense too, though. Even though they are winning and their offense is moving the ball, just keep in mind they haven't played anyone else. Who have they played? They got the last place schedule in this division. So
And
I
they
just
gon-
say
they gonna keep the last place schedule,
Hey,
too.
this weekend, this weekend they play the Ravens.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so what
But
you
we'll
think?
see
Gonna happen?
where the tide meet the road now.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, no.
And I like Jaden Daniels.
He's going to be great. I think he's slight.
Yeah.
I need to see if he can last over the long haul like RG3 because he's dynamic.
Yeah.
But he can be injury prone because he's slightly built.
195 pounds, 200 pounds is not big.
No, especially a quarterback because you take a lot of pounding at quarterback.
Yeah, you
so that'll be interesting. Man, plug y'all show right quick and tell everybody who you are, where y'all are, where they can get you, and I want to let y'all get y'all out of here.
Appreciate
y'all
that.
get to bed, get y'all a nap. I know you need your sleep time.
Yeah.
I don't
You look like you snore.
Oh, I snore, but
You
I
look
got
like you snore.
Listen, I sound like Darth Vader when I put that CPAP on.
Oh, you got this CPAP?
I am your father.
Yeah, we are on iHeartRadio. You can look us up on the iHeartRadio app.
No
Your
doubt.
boy already got us taken care of.
Yes.
It's AM 1300, The Zone, and the show is called The Morning Kickoff. We are on from 7 to 9 a.m. Monday through Friday. Myself, Mike Hardball Harge, and of course the world's strongest man and WWE Hall of Famer, the Mark Henry. We have a good time, man.
One quick question about wrestling, because somebody asked the other day, is it fake? And there are a lot of earlier, is it fake? Tell him how fake wrestling is. Put him in the headlock.
No, hey, he already does that, bro.
Put him in the headlock.
Why you always trying to get Why you always trying to
Let him know. For all the people that say wrestling is fake, I say do yourself a favor. Go to your bed.
Okay.
Stand up in your bed. Turn the ceiling fan off. I don't want you to get hit in the head. I want you to fall backwards on your bed 20 times.
20 times.
And get back
see
up.
how you feel just from falling into your bed. 20
Right.
times.
Now, I don't know floor. I don't know mat.
No.
You just talking on the bed.
Just put a clock, set your phone timer. I'm going to go 20 times.
Yeah.
Just to getting down and getting back up. Getting down, getting back
We
up.
fall down,
And the phone.
but we get up.
Preach now. And that is exactly something that you will feel like, oh my God, these guys are doing this on hard ground.
Yeah.
And people think that it's a trampoline. It's not.
Yeah.
It's a little bit softer than a boxing ring because the padding is thicker. And that's the only difference. We know what's going to happen in pro wrestling. The people that hate on it and say it's fake, they hate because that's who God made them to be.
Right,
we need
right.
them.
Right.
Okay.
I want the haters.
Okay.
I want the detractors and the naysayers because people like us had achieved.
Right.
It just makes us more powerful.
More powerful.
Real quick.
So wait, before you say
Okay.
anything else, you told him to put his hands on me, dog.
Yeah.
Like he said earlier. Go ahead and do it if you want to, but I'm about to get a check.
Okay. I thought you said go get your gun.
I'm about to go get a check.
I don't hit nobody for free. You don't hit nobody free gets you locked up.
How did you're a big guy, you from Texas. Talk about your football career. Why did you was football part of your goal?
Yeah,
How did you get diverted?
I was a pretty good football player, but I was the best kid in the world at something.
Right.
Yeah.
And, for the Olympic Committee to come to me and go, hey, we will take care of you. We just want you to come and just try Olympic weightlifting.
Just try it.
And I tried it. 9 months later, I made the Olympic team.
Now, were you in college at this time or high school? Where were you?
I was in high school.
You was in high school.
Wow.
So what high school did you go to?
I went to Silsby High.
Silsby. Did y'all have a weightlifting team?
We didn't as
That's
a
what I'm
freshman.
saying. So-
my freshman year, we did not have a team.
Right.
And we had a guy that went to college at University of Houston.
Right.
And he said, yo, this kid is stronger than everybody at University of Houston.
Wow.
And that's just natural strength. That's not from any trained weightlifting.
We did machine weight.
Right.
Wow.
I'm old school. That's all. We had small school.
You
That's all we had.
remember the
Bailed hay. He did bail hay.
Swear bell.
Yeah. But I worked.
Right.
I worked in a field hand.
Right.
So
and country strength.
Yeah.
Yes. So you just had natural strength.
yeah,
In football, O-line or D-line?
both.
Both. Small school, you gotta do
I
everything.
started at offensive guard at Silsby, and I played defensive tackle next to my brother who played with Kevin Smith over there at A&M, Shorty Strong, Patrick Henry. And
Right.
That was the best defense that's ever been assembled that Kevin was on.
Right.
Up until 2 years ago when Georgia had broke their record.
Right.
It took 32 years for a team in college to beat what Kevin and Wrecking Crew defense did.
So how old were you when you were in the Olympics?
I was 19
19.
in 92.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
From high school, 8 months later, you're in the Olympics at 19 years old.
And placed 10th
And placed 10, right.
in the world
Right. At 19.
with 9 months of training.
I mean,
Get it.
that's crazy. That so speaks about your work ethic. Also speaks about that country strength because you had that natural strength already from doing the field hand and stuff you were doing without the weight training. Then when you got the proper training, you know, you really realized your destiny.
Yeah, I did, and I thank God that I quit playing football. Not because, you know, I have something against football.
Right.
Is that I actually got to live my true destiny.
Right.
A lot of people do what they have to do.
Right.
Because that's the means of making a living or getting an education or whatever it is. With me, I had options.
Right.
And the most dangerous thing in the world is a black man with options.
There you go. There you go. So you win, the strongest man in the world. How did you go to WWE? Was that just a natural progression?
You know, I was
like
a
your
clown.
name? Huh?
I was a clown. They used to see everybody saw me like during the Olympics. I didn't just do lifting sports.
Right.
You know, I played in a celebrity basketball league.
Right.
With Foot Locker.
Right.
And I was dunking on people.
Right.
So people got to see the heaviest guy that ever dunk a basketball on a consistent level. You know, I'm 400 pounds, and I was dunking not just in contests, but on people in games.
Right. Wow.
So, like, you know, I was different, and I showed out.
Right.
You know, I played to the crowd. I entertained.
Right.
I went and picked up babies and turned them around. Like, I had a good time.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what pro wrestling is. It's the natural ability to get people's attention and keep it.
Right.
Yeah.
And I've always been able to entertain and keep people's attention. I'm traveling, doing comedy now. I'm DJing. I've done 5 DJ gigs, you know, around the country. Toronto is the only international one I've done. But like, I have a good time in my life, man. I've done stuff I ain't even dream about doing. Like, it's just, it's a true blessing.
What's up with you big guys? You and Shaq, y'all just want to be a
Shaq,
DJ. Y'all just want to have fun. Just big, lovable, fun guys.
Being talented and gregarious, I don't know, man.
That is awesome, man. Again, I appreciate you showing up. Appreciate you coming out here. We will see y'all tomorrow night. We'll see y'all tomorrow. I'll see y'all weekend.
Yeah, man.
Because I'm going to be out there. Y'all going to the game at all?
Yeah, we're doing our show out there, and then we're going to the game.
Where y'all sitting?
Man, don't worry about all that.
Where y'all sitting, man?
Hey, look, we ain't on the sideline like you and Michigan.
we're not on the
We're not going to be with Matthew.
Listen, I don't want to brag. I got 50-yard line seats.
There you go.
Yeah. I got 50-yard line seats.
brag.
I don't want to brag. I'm not on the sideline. I'm not in the press box because I want to be able to cheer. I got 50-yard line seats, but I'm going to tell you, it's going to be hot. It's fish grease out there.
No, man.
It's supposed to be 94 degrees.
94.
Because I'm going to be in an environment like this.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Where y'all going? I need to be with y'all.
I'm going inside.
I'll make sure you know where we at.
Yeah, let me know where y'all at because it's gonna be hot.
I know, man.
And
You're going to be
Yeah.
sweating off the bottom of your
Man,
shirt.
listen, I was there a couple of years ago and I sat 50-yard line, right in the sun,
Oh,
though,
keep
lower
going back up
level,
to
right
that.
behind the bench, but you're in the sun,
Yeah.
and I almost passed out. I've never got lightheaded at a football game. It was crazy out there.
How much was you cheering?
It's just sitting
And
there.
it
The
was
sun is
after- and it
beaming
was
down
after
on
your
you.
party,
You know when
too.
you're under,
It was after
not
your
under the
party.
overhang like you. I think my ticket's down under the overhang.
That's what you need to be.
You
at.
don't want to be out there in that heat, man. Your crotch is going to look like a swamp.
Man, I'm telling you,
It's gonna be
I had a
hot
friend of mine at the
and
game with me. He went and sat by the policeman.
Yeah, just in case.
No, he did. Seriously,
Yeah.
he went and sat by the policeman. I was eating ice chips. I couldn't leave.
He said, I was eating ice chips.
Man, you know you get your
I
ice
was like,
chips.
I was at the hospital. I saw Jesus. Jesus, I ain't ready, Lord. I ain't ready.
Man, it was so hot
take
out there.
me.
It
Don't
was so
take
hot
me.
out there. Yeah, man, I will see y'all. We will talk tomorrow. Get a good night's
dog.
sleep, man.
Appreciate you, Cool.
Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate
Thank you,
you,
man.
dog.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. Appreciate
Appreciate you, big dog.
No doubt. No doubt.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Let's get it.
You have to sanitize those.
I'm about you were sweating. Your ears got ear sweat.
Yeah, we're going to get some spray.
You got ear sweat.
Yeah. Come on with it. Who we got next over here?
Ambassador Elliott. Ambassador Elliott.
Yeah.
Ambassador Elliott. Come on up here.
Come on,
We're not
Zeke.
done. We're not done. Mark Henry's gone. We're bringing Ambassador Elliott, Zeke Elliott's dad, showed up, and we're going to talk to him about the Cowboys running game real briefly. We're going to talk to
You
him
know how to hurdle, too.
get them knees up. Get them knees up.
Yeah. Well,
We're not done.
we're not done yet.
Listen, we got a versatile show, man. We got Mark Henry, Mike Hodge, talking Texas OU. Who you got in the game, Texas OU?
can you hear us?
I gotta have Texas.
Okay, all right. We're on the same page.
It ain't because I live in Texas.
There you go.
There we go.
It's because I'm from the Big 8 back in the day.
From the Big 8. From the Big 8, Missouri. Big 8, that's right. It became the Big 12, Big 8 for sure.
Yeah.
How you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing great. I can't complain.
How's Zeke doing?
He's doing great. I actually seen him at practice. I went to practice yesterday.
Did you went to practice yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How, are you shocked that he didn't get the ball on second and goal from the one?
Uh-oh. You go right into it. I'm not going to at least ease in. Second and goal down at the one.
Listen, nothing shocks me, but I trust the process.
Trust the process. Okay.
Yeah.
What is the process here?
I don't know.
And listen, that is the difficult thing because if you want to trust the process, you do trust the process.
Right.
But it's hard to trust the process when you don't really know what the process is. You don't know what the goal is.
Right.
You know, you were told one thing coming into the season, how things were going to go. Things are certainly not going that way. And then you're just looking for a role.
Right.
You know, I wrote earlier, why they bring Zeke back if they ain't going to have no role for him?
That's a good question. I mean, like I said, all I could do is trust the process. The journey has mountains, hills, and valleys, but I do understand life, and Father Time will come soon.
It's undefeated. It's undefeated, man.
The team certainly obviously won 2 straight games. You feel good about where they are heading to the Detroit game?
Yes, sir. I think they're riding on some strong momentum.
Correct.
I'm pretty sure that the coaches and the players went back to the film and they're cleaning up some things. From what I understand, last year we struggled in the goal line and we're still struggling in the red zone.
Right.
So I think I heard somewhere they're gonna straighten that out this week.
Well, before you go in, because I know you at practice and you get a chance to talk to him. But Mike McCarthy said he's going to roll out the same plan that he did last week with Rico and, of course, sitting Deuce Vaughn out, and then you'll have Hunter, Lukey, and Zeke. What's your thoughts on that then, since they're rolling out the same plan?
I think he just said he heard something different.
That's a long pause, man.
I think he just said he just heard something
with
different. He said they're going to straighten it out this week. You didn't hear him before you asked that question.
No, I heard him. That's what they say, but it's like a lip service.
Well, I mean, there are two things to this.
Cowboys.
Maybe Mike don't want to tell everybody the game plan.
True that. I didn't look at it that way, but true that. Yeah.
And he said he heard something different.
I'm just saying we have a long season. A lot of things can happen. But obviously we need to get in that end zone.
We do.
And so if they brought Ezekiel Elliott back to do that, maybe they'll try that out this week.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the bottom line is you have to score touchdowns. And I can understand that going back to last week, Enrico had a good game and you want to reward him for his good game. But it's about winning the game and doing what's best to win the game. He almost cost the game with that fumble at the goal line. And, if there's one thing that Zeke can do, we can argue all day about his carries and yard carries and what he's done and compare that. But we know he can score touchdowns. He's a touchdown scorer.
Right.
And at the end of the day, you should be doing whatever you can to get the ball in the end zone. And that's why I think Zeke should be the short yardage back. He should be certainly the goal line back. That's what you signed him for. That's why he's back for, especially for last year when you couldn't score in the red zone.
Well, I mean, the thing I look at is this. Give him some carries then.
Right.
Before we write him off,
Right.
Give him the carries. I'm not taking nothing from no one else, but when you limit a person's touches, how could you even properly evaluate them?
What's the number for you? Because they gave Rico 20 last week.
It should be 50-50.
Okay.
That's what the little bird said.
50-50. Oh.
That was the supposed plan coming into the
I'm
season.
just going to say this. Check
Yeah.
this out.
Yeah.
Break it
How
up.
did we go from the Cleveland game
Right. Where you
when my
started?
son started off strong and hurdled a dude?
Yeah.
Right.
The guy that's old.
Okay.
The guy who can't go lateral.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand this.
No.
And then you give him less touches from that game on.
Right. Which is perplexing. Which is perplexing. You know, and yes, Rico has played well. He's done some things, but again, the numbers suggested Zeke is the type of back, the more carries he gets, the better he is.
Well,
He's a volume
I'm
guy.
happy
Yeah,
for
yeah.
Rico.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm happy for the young man.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that he's taking advantage of all the touches he got.
Right.
Right.
Minus the ones Ezekiel have got.
Right. Right. And again, and he's still a work in progress as a back. I mean, he's still missing reads. Like the decision on the goal line was horrible. You know, the play was called to go outside.
Well, I think that they are still making adjustments. You know, since that time frame, they did tell Deuce Vaughn he could hit the bench. So maybe they seeing something with the three backs that they got now with Rico and Hunter and Zeke. Maybe that's
Who's Hunter?
Lukey.
Oh, okay.
The 40 kid, 40 ounce. Yeah, I call him 40 ounce. He wear number 40.
Oh, the one they call a fullback.
yeah, he's the fullback.
The
Hey, man, he
fullback that they
he
use a lot on short yardage.
He's pretty good.
But
yeah.
how is Zeke's mentals in dealing with this? Because this is tough. This is a different ego trip.
Yeah.
You know, for a guy who's been the guy his entire life.
Well, see, Ezekiel's been the guy his entire life, but in that he's been a team player his entire life.
Right.
Is it trying? I'm sure it is. I don't discuss football with my son. But I could say that his ego doesn't feel crushed because he's not the so-called guy. He is the guy. As long as he believes he's the guy. I mean, give him an opportunity and then say he's not the guy.
Right.
But if you never give him an opportunity, you can never really say he's the guy. I said it before. I'll say it again. All these analysts, all these wise people, show me film where he's not the guy. Show me film from this year he's not the guy. I'll pay you $10,000 if you can show me. If anybody can show me. And I'm talking real talk.
10 grand.
I will give him 10 bands
So-
if they can show me where Ezekiel has fell off.
To be the devil's advocate,
Okay.
so we talking here.
Yes, sir.
Come on with it.
They will just point to the yards per carry.
They will
They will
yeah.
point to.
Oh, no. I said film. I didn't say.
I know.
I didn't say statistics.
Okay, I know.
Okay.
I know. I'm just saying what people will show you is that each year his statistics have declined.
And his touches have declined.
Yes, each
Okay.
year his statistics have declined, and they will show you the yards per carry is not there.
I understand
The
that.
touches he had.
I understand that, but that's why I say film.
Film.
Film don't lie.
Prove it with the film.
Show me with film. When you draft an athlete, when you want to trade an athlete, trade for him, they don't go by statistics. They go by film. Film don't lie. Statistics can be distorted, but film don't lie. So, you know, he could get we could be beating a lot of people by large numbers, and he get a lot of junk plays and have hell of statistics.
Right.
That don't mean he any good.
True.
Right.
You know, and so I understand the measurables, yards by this and all that. Okay, but also look at his attempts that went down, and also look at the decline of the offensive line that has went down. Okay, and so, and then let's look at some other things that we don't count for running backs. But Ezekiel comes from a culture that if you don't block, you don't play.
Right.
Okay, I like that part of it too. Yeah.
Okay, so here's this young man. He's guarding a $100 million, $200 million quarterback.
Okay.
Who does that better than him? That left tackle better.
You better.
That right tackle better.
You right.
And that running back in this modern era of the NFL better do it too. But only on some franchises, we don't care about that. It's almost like there's a script
Okay.
to make it seem like Ezekiel Elliott has fell off because of his age. Well, let's look at that.
Okay, break it down. Give it to us.
He was drafted into the NFL. He was 20 years old.
Okay.
He went to The Ohio State. He was 17 years old. Alvin Kamara, young man I mentored,
Okay.
was born July 25th, 1995. Ezekiel Elliott was born July 22nd, 1995. Alvin Kamara, 3 days younger than Ezekiel, and ran all through America's team.
Wow.
Okay? Derrick Henry is older than Ezekiel.
Yeah, he is.
He ran every direction he wanted to when he wanted to. So age obviously can't be the issue. And then after I'm just going to straight up say this.
Go ahead, say it, man.
After
Yeah, say it.
After we played Baltimore, the media. I charge the media with this BS. The media goes, well, Mr. Jones, why didn't you get Derrick Henry? Well, wait a
What the
minute.
media said.
Ezekiel got 3 attempts in the Baltimore game. Derrick Henry got 28 attempts in the Baltimore game.
I didn't know that. Yeah.
Okay?
Wow.
Why would Derrick Henry even want to come to Dallas if he only going to get 3 attempts?
Well, he
Why would he want to come in if he was going to get 8 attempts? But when you say we didn't have the money to get him, you're implying Ezekiel Elliott ain't that good.
Damn.
That's not the media. That was Jerry saying that now.
Huh?
That was a Jerry saying.
Jerry saying what?
What did Jerry
About
say?
the money?
Yes.
Well, I understand.
wasn't
No.
Yeah.
Now, that wasn't the media.
I know.
We didn't have the money.
Hold on.
Yeah.
The media created the climate that created the market that Jerry Jones would have to spend more for Derrick Henry because the prior team that Derrick Henry was on, he got 20, 25 attempts every game. It's not Mr. Jones creating the market. It's the athletes and the media has played a role in that.
Okay.
Because if you look at straight up statistics and attempts, you're losing your value as in a position. You lose your value as an athlete.
Well, he was asked the question after the game because Derrick rushed for 25 times for 151 yards against the Cowboys, and Derrick himself lives in Dallas in the offseason and said he wanted to come to the Cowboys. He wanted to get a call from the Cowboys.
Okay.
He said that in the offseason. He
Right.
lives here. He works out here. He himself said he wanted a call from the Cowboys. This was a place he wanted to play, and the Cowboys never called him.
He wasn't on because the Cowboys couldn't offer him $3 million
I understand that, but that's why
because of the market.
But that's why he was asked the question.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is the media created the climate. That's just my opinion.
We're gonna have to agree to disagree on the climate of the
That's
market.
fine. That's fine. That's fine. Because then why does the media keep saying Ezekiel Elliott's old?
The media keeps saying that because of his declining statistics.
But they never talk about the decline in attempts and giving him the ball.
They ain't gonna do that.
Well, that's part of it.
They ain't gonna do
You
that.
you
But
don't.
they never say that's part of it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they do.
I don't never hear that.
Yeah, I mean, when your results decline, then your opportunities decline.
That's true.
Okay, so that's why the ball.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. When you get more attempts, the percentage of you doing better, more opportunities give you the potential to do better.
Well, let me break this down. Based off of the kind of caliber of running back Ezekiel Elliott is, he's a volume back. He wears down the defense, and that's what happens. You know, even in his rookie year, his first 2 games, I believe it was against the Giants and then I believe the Washington, he didn't get as many gaudy numbers as everybody thought that he should. And there was a lot of Cowboy fans saying, hey, man, let Alfred Morris continue to run. But Zeke is a volume back, and I believe that by him being a volume back and by Mike McCarthy, that don't really value volume back.
Well, you also got to look at
you got that into the mix.
But you also got to. But you also got to look at. What you also got to. You also got to look at athletes. All right. So let's look at the running back. Ezekiel was the fourth overall player taken in the first round. Why? He was taken that high because he wasn't 5 and done in a cloud of dust. Ezekiel is an athlete. Ezekiel can play wide receiver. Ezekiel could play out in space. He could play slot. But when he came to the Dallas Cowboys, they never really used him in that position.
Jason Garrett.
Okay, count how many times in Ezekiel's career he's ever even played out in space. Got screens. Those are plays out in space.
Scott Linehan special. There was a good one. Yeah.
They used him well early in his career. Whether he played out of space or not, he won 2 rushing titles.
He did.
They maximized his carries as much as they could. The 300 carries he got 3 first 4 years. They used him. Is there some wear and tear?
Man, that comes with the game.
Right.
That comes with the game.
As a parent who watched him, before we get off of here, because we've been going a long time, how tough is it to watch your son go through this?
It ain't the first time. My son was a Heisman front runner.
Okay.
And didn't get the ball.
Right.
The weirdest game I ever seen since he ever played. And some say the weirdest game they ever seen in the history of college football.
Right.
Playing against Michigan State. I trust the process. Right. I trust the coaches. I trust the process.
Right.
It hasn't failed my son as a father yet. So, yeah, it could be difficult at times, but we have a vow with Ezekiel. I don't discuss football with him. Okay. Never have. You know, at the end of the day, my son is blessed to be in the NFL.
He is. Yeah.
He's blessed to be a Dallas Cowboy. Mm-hmm. He's blessed. He's had a blessed career. And I thank Mr. Jones and all of those who've given him an opportunity to play something that he loves and enjoys. You know? Yeah. From a competitive side, being an athlete, I mean, hell, when I played, we got beat by Colorado on the 5th down. And I can't stand him. No offense to Mr. Sanders.
Still mad
5th down, though.
Still mad at Colorado.
I'm still mad at him. Yeah, so it's tough. It's tough. But, you know, at the end of the day, my son is blessed. And I'm glad he's here with the Dallas Cowboys.
Well, you know, we're blessed that you came on and came by and visited us, shared some words with you. You come up here a lot, man. We appreciate you, man.
Man, I appreciate you too, brother.
Man.
Appreciate you,
Law
man.
Nation. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
I want to thank the heavyweight weightlifting champion of the world and WWE Hall of Famer, Mark Henry, for coming in.
Oh, yeah. I'm a Mark Henry fan, for real.
Mark Henry. Again, it's another edition of Cowboys and Chill. We're here every Thursday. We'll be here back here next week at Echo Lounge. Again, tomorrow night I got a party down at
Who? Emmett.
Okay, we'll see. All right, we got another again a party tomorrow night down at campus.
Yeah.
Texas, are you party pregame party?
Texas.
Hey,
listen. Let me say something. Ryan Wingo, highest rated freshman in the country.
Yes, Ryan Wingo.
That was my peoples right there.
Ryan Wingo. Ryan Wingo.
Yeah.
But again, appreciate you coming out.
Thank you so much.
We're going to kick some OU butt on Saturday.
That's the Red River.
Red River shootout. You need to come on out, man.
I think I might do that.
Come on out, man.
Yeah, I think you can get me in there. You can get the ambassador in the building.
We'll talk about it.
No doubt.
That's all right. I don't need your credentials. I'm coming up in there. The ambassador. Hey, baby. Yeah.
He 50-yard line.
And if I can't get underneath that name, I'll be carrying Law Nation's bags.
Thank you, Law.
Appreciate you, man. All right, this show and this segment.
Yeah, we will be at Ohio State next year.
Ohio State.
We will be at the big house.
And I'll be in the building.
Come on with it.
Hey, I got you.
I'll be there too.
I got you.
All right,
Yes,
thank you, man.
indeed. This segment in this show was brought to you by Frenkel and Frenkel. Be sure to check out Frenkel and Frenkel Law Firm. Hey, if you ever in a car wreck, just be sure to call Frenkel and Frenkel before you dial 911. That's 214 or 817-33, all threes. Let's go, let's get it. That's all the time that we have for this day. Peace. Come on. Yeah.
That should be good online.
Yeah, we good.
Give me my theme music.